Okay, so hello everybody, and welcome back to an all-new Let's Play of Spyro Reignited Trilogy, where, as you probably know, I've already completed Spyro 1, and now we are going to move on to Spyro 2, Ripto's Rage. And in case you're probably wondering why it says 52% now on Spyro 1, is because just lately I've been having a go at trying to speedrun Spyro 1. I think last night I managed to get to the Beastmaker's homeworld in just under an hour. That's doing a 100% run. That's in total game time, not exactly real time, you know, looking at the guidebook, but... Anyway, here we go, Spyro 2, Ripto's Rage. My favourite Spyro game in the original trilogy.
Is this rain ever gonna stop? I've forgotten what the sun looks like. We should go on vacation. Somewhere warm, somewhere sunny. Dragon Shores, yeah! I haven't been there since we kicked Nasty Nork's butt. How about it, Sparks? You up for a vacation at the beach? Last one there's a Nork!
Is it working, Professor?
Almost. Just a few more adjustments to these orbs and...
Maybe this isn't such a good idea. Bringing a dragon here could just make Ripto more angry.
Calm down, Hunter, and stop fidgeting.
But you saw the professor's book. They have claws like this, and teeth like this, and they can spit fire like this. They sound much more dangerous than Ripto.
That's exactly the point. A dragon is our only chance of stopping Ripto, and you know it.
it's working. It's working. I've got a dragon.
Huh?
Whoa, rough landing. Hi, which way's the beach? Hey, stop staring. Haven't you guys ever seen a dragon before?
You're a dragon?
You got a problem with that, pussycat?
Well, well, someone forgot to invite me to the party. Were you trying to keep something from me? A dragon? You brought a dragon to Avalar? I hate dragons. Yeah! Crush! Kill it! Kill it! Go, you imbecile! You ate my scepter! I'll deal with you later!
Who was that jerk?
That was Ripto, and we have to get rid of him. He's causing all sorts of trouble around here, but I haven't got time to explain. Here, take this magic guide to Avalar. It'll help you begin to understand our worlds. Right now, I have to follow Ripto and see what he's up to. I'll meet you in Summer Forest, okay?
Hey, wait a minute! How do we get ourselves into these messes, pal?
Okay, so that was the opening cutscene, which I always like the opening cutscene in Spyro. In fact, all the Spyro games. In fact, I like all the cutscenes that open up in Spyro 2 itself. It's actually a shame they took them out in Spyro Year for Dragon.
Spyro, welcome to Glimmer! Unfortunately for us, a mob of lizards just showed up and started stealing all of our gems. Can you stop them?
So I'm going to try to do as much as I can in these levels. However, there will be some backtracking required, as you've probably guessed, because you need abilities that you unlock later on, such as climbing and head bash. So we'll have to go back and get some of the gems and orbs later on because of that. So anyway, this is the level Glimmer. And I'm actually pretty impressed with it, to be fair. I actually quite like the what they've done with the environments in Glimmer. In fact, that was one of the first levels we actually saw when they were actually showing off the game, or leaked footage of the game even, before it was actually released. So in Reignited Trilogy they've actually called this game Ripto's Rage. However, it does have a different name, because it was typically called Ripto's Rage in North America. However, in Europe it was called Gateway to Glimmer.
Hi, Spyro. I'm a friend of Alora's, and she asked me to help you out. Whenever you find me, I'll remember your progress. Like this. That zap means that if you get into trouble, I'll return you to this place. See you around.
So as a kid, I suppose this game for me was actually Gateway to Glimmer, because as some of you may or may not know, I'm actually from Europe, the UK to be exact. So it was actually called Gateway to Glimmer from where I'm from. However, I've mostly played this game on an emulator, so I've actually always called it Ripto's Rage. So quite a lot of people, let's say, who live, let's say, local to me, I've always been like, what's Ripto's Rage? Is it a new game? No, it's actually what it's called in North America. And another interesting thing is, the game has a totally different name altogether in Japan. I think it's Spyro X Sparks or something like that, if I'm not mistaken.
Ah, you must be the dragon everyone's talking about. Well, dragon or not, I'm afraid there is a small fee to open the bridge. It will cost you 100 of your gems to cross.
Of course I've got no choice, so I've got to pay 100 gems to open the bridge, otherwise I'm not going to complete the level.
Thank you, Mr. Dragon. Spyro, was it? You can now use the bridge whenever you want, free of charge. I hope we meet again when you have even more gems.
Oh yes, we'll meet again many times, but not for the best.
To get a good look around, press the action button. Try using action to look around this cave.
Many people call him capitalist moneybags, because it's just like totally like trying to like, who like charges a hero to like sort of like, I don't know, like save the world? I mean, who charges a hero on their adventures? You know what I mean? It's just so wrong.
Spyro, thanks for helping us fight off the lizards. Please take this talisman of Glimmer as a sign of our gratitude.
So here's the first talisman unlocked.
This magic portal next to me will take you to Summer Forest, one of the homeworlds of Avalar.
Okay, so that is actually the Summer Forest is actually the first homeworld in Spyro 2. There are 3 homeworlds in this game as opposed to 6 like there was in the original Spyro game. However, they are generally a lot bigger, so it's not exactly too much of a problem. So I'm going to try to complete as much of Glimmer as I can, of which I could actually fully complete it in the original game, as I will show you very shortly. However, in Reignited this is no longer possible. Got to try to do this tricky glide over here, of which I seem to have a problem when I'm playing Spyro 1, especially after I've been playing Spyro 2 and Year of the Dragon, where I keep trying to hover at the end of a jump. And obviously it does not work like that because Spyro 1 does not have that mechanic. So I end up falling and dying most of the time because I expect there to be a hover ability when there actually is not. So now what we're going to do first, I think we're going to get this this Yeti challenge out of the way to begin with.
These little lizards have eaten my entire crop of gems.
I've tried hitting him with rocks, but they're too fast for me. You can try using one of my rocks. If you have any questions, just ask me.
So we've got to hit the lizards with the rocks. And try to talk to Bouncer for additional hits, so that's no problem. And I probably made a lot of you just cringe right then, because I just said Yeti. Like, what the heck?
Nice shooting. Follow me to the next lizard.
I just called a lizard a Yeti. What the heck, guys? Talking about fails already. So, this has always been tricky to get, but just got to follow this little guy right here.
You can spit pretty far, Spyro. See if you can spit all the way to the lizard.
Which should not be a problem, because I actually do not need to do that. Because I've got the super flame, however, I am going to spit the rock this time. And speaking of that, actually, I actually put a poll on Twitter last night, because I didn't know what to do with my Let's Play of Spyro 2. Should I do it with Super Flame or without Super Flame? And it turns out that most people in the poll voted to do it with Super Flame, so that's what I'm doing.
To hit that lizard up high, you'll have to aim. Press the action button to aim, then press the attack button to spit.
Right, so if any of you who actually voted on that poll are watching this, so that's what I'm doing for you all. I'm playing with the Super Flame on, as requested. And as you can probably see as well, the last time I was playing Spyro, obviously, I was using the red colour cheat with the sunglasses. I didn't actually notice what I was doing before, but it actually suits Glimmer pretty well, to be fair. So of course we've got the other lizard up here, however they are easy to get because I've got the Super Flame on. So it will never be a problem taking them down, as opposed to spitting the rocks. Although we still need to use the spit ability in some places, such as the level Zephyr for the seeds. Because Super Flame won't exactly do that for you. So I believe the next lizard is just here. Yep, correct. So I'll just Super Flame him again. And now I'll just go for the final lizard, which is just up here. And I've actually picked up this.
You can pick up a rock in your mouth by just walking up to it. To spit it out, press the attack button.
And I accidentally spoke to a gem cutter then, which I did not exactly want to do. So I'll actually. I'm wanting to aim, I'm not wanting to talk to you. Right, okay. So I want to try to spit him as soon as I can. There we go. Yes.
Yay! You've saved my crop of gems from the lizards. Here, take this orb. Some girl with wings dropped it here yesterday.
So that's the first orb we have got. So now we'll just go to get the other orb, which is from the flying challenge, where you'll light up the lamps. However, you can't do these one-ins in here yet. You could in the original with a glitch, but you can't do that anymore. And also as well, there was a skip right at the beginning of the level where you could use the double jump. I've never actually tried that, but I have seen it done before, such as like in the ISGP. Many people seem to use that skip, which could be a reason, to be fair, why it's to be a more even playing field to use Spyro Reignited Trilogy in the ISGP.
The Superflight power-up is active, and you can restart our gem lamps. Flame all the lamps quickly, and the big gem lamp will light. The power-up will give you enough magic to fly for a short time.
Okay, so we've got the first flying ability, which is one of the first things you can actually do in Spyro 2, where you can, for those of you who are new to the game, you can simply kill enough enemies and it'll unlock power-ups. So there are 6 lamps out here, which should be able to get lit in easy time, which is a lot easier, I must say, with the Super Flame.
Thanks for helping me light the lamps, Spyro. A fairy gave me this orb, but I like gems better. You take it instead.
So obviously some Let's Players are obviously using the Super Flame, such as Noel and Ashley in their Let's Plays. So I'm actually the third one to be doing it. In fact, we're all doing Spyro 2 Let's Plays right now. So what I'm going to show you right now is what happens if you try to fly into the cave with the Superfly power-up. If you watch the timer in the right hand side of the screen right here, you'll see as soon as you enter the cave, it starts running out much quicker. However, you can now still fly over to here. However, there's no way to get over to this other side over there. And I'm just wondering to actually know if I can actually light the lamps with the Super Flame. I actually never thought of that. Oh my gosh. Whether I can light them all in time, I do not know, but I've actually never thought that you could actually do that, you know. The last one, can I light it? Oh yes! I didn't. Who'd have known? Who'd have known? I've actually never thought of that before. Who'd have known?
Helping me light the lamp, Spyro. For a while, I was afraid we were gonna have to cancel tonight's baseball game. Here, somebody mix this orb in with the baseballs.
And I've also got into this higher area right here as well, so I can get the final 2 gems. Well, to get the final amount of gems. Oh, there's a missing gem somewhere. I wonder where that is. Oh, it's just right there. So I managed to fully 100% Glimmer straight away. I totally did not expect that at all. I didn't actually know that you could. Who would have thought that you could actually use the Super Flame to actually light all the lamps in here? So you don't actually need the Superfly power up. In fact, you could probably all light all the lamps outside. In fact, you will be able to, I'd have thought. So, oh my gosh, I can't actually believe I've actually done that. So wow. There we go then. Glimmer, 100% completed straight away. So now we will exit to Avalar or Summer Forest and we'll watch the next cutscene. Probably one of my favourite cutscenes in the entire game. So here we go.
Oh no! Oh, hello! We didn't get a chance to introduce ourselves before. My name is Alora.
Hi! I'm Spyro. What are you, some kind of goat?
I'm a fawn, you dork.
Oh, sorry.
Did you meet the gem cutters in Glimmer?
Yeah, they gave me a souvenir too. They called it a talisman.
They gave you a talisman?
What, is it special? I just stuck it in the guidebook you gave me.
Well, there are 14 talismans in Avalar, and they are all magical. If you can collect enough of them, they can be used to defeat Ripto. Hunter, where have you been?
Oh, I got a little lost.
Spyro's gonna help us collect the talismans.
I am?
He is.
Spyro, look. There's no way you can get to Dragon Shores right now. Ripto and his monsters have taken over the castle here in the Summer Forest. You're going to have to go to Avalar's worlds and convince the inhabitants to give you their talisman. You can keep them in your guidebook.
Hey, I could do that. Why doesn't the dragon just torch Ripto?
Hunter, you can't even keep track of your running shoes. How can we trust you with 14 talismans? If you come across any orbs, they're important too. But I'll tell you about them later.
Okay, no problem. I'll collect a few talismans, give Ripto the old hot foot, and be in Dragon Shores by lunchtime.
Okay, so that was the first opening cutscene to Spyro 2. Well, the second opening cutscene when you enter into Avalar or Summer Forest. So that is that. This is part 1. I totally did not expect to be able to 100% Glimmer straight away. That was very interesting. Cheating a bit, I know. However, you all voted last night in the poll over on Twitter to actually use Super Flame. Like I've previously said, some of you Let's Players are doing that as well. So, here we are, now in Summer Forest. However, I am going to leave that up till part 2. So, I hope you all enjoyed this part, and I will, indeed, see you all in part 2, where we'll do another level. I'm not too sure which level I think I'm going to do first. I think I'm going to do Colossus. That's what I normally do. I normally do Colossus first. But anyway, that is that. So, I'll see you all in part 2, everyone. Thank you so much for watching.